Hey guys, this is Noah Nerf, and today we're going to be ranking all of the Nerf guns from the Elite series in between 2012 and 2015. So let's get into it. So guys, up first we have the Cam ECS12, I think it's called. And for me, I've never used this gun. Most of these I haven't. But from the looks of it, the Cam ECS12 looks to be a gimmick blaster. It's a Strife with a horrible camera attached on top of it, which is useless. Get a GoPro or a phone mount or something. So the Cam ECS12 is a gimmick blaster for me. Then there is the Alpha Trooper, which is a definite god blaster. It's pump action, it's a Springer. I love Springers. And it's mag fed, which is awesome. And it's just an overall solid blaster without any major issues. The Crossbolt is next, and it's a bit controversial as it is a blaster that is not powered by a spring or flywheels. It's powered by a string, and I think it's the only one of its kind in the series. So I think it'll go into a gimmick blaster because stringers aren't a big thing right now. The Fire Strike is what I would peg as a reliable one-shot suicide blaster because it's just that, and the laser, in my opinion, it's useless. Can't even see that far. So I'd put it into practical just for the backup shot part of it. The Hailfire. The Hailfire is a weird blaster, 6 magazines and then you switch them. So I don't know where to put it, it's somewhere between practical and gimmick. But for now I'm gonna put it into the practical blasters because it has a lot of capacity. The Jolt is a practical blaster for the same reasons as the Fire Strike, because the Fire Strike can be effective as a one-shot backup, right? And the Jolt does that in a much smaller version. Next up, the Rampage. I have the Rampage, I've used it, and I know that it's the best gun if you like pump action, magazine, side loading. Get the Rampage. A high amount magazine is included with it, so that's nice. The Rapid Strike, without modification, I would peg as a really good blaster. It's not the god blaster tier that we look for normally in Nerf guns, but it's a really good blaster. The fire rate's a bit slow compared to today's standards, but it's still an old school classic. The Raven is a god blaster for me. The first bullpup I think Nerf ever created was the Raven, the original yellow Raven. But this one just, in my opinion, looks cooler with the side rail and all. So yeah. Next up is the Retaliator. It's just hands down god blaster. If you've seen my reviews, my mods and all of that, you know why it's a god blaster. So guys, the Rhino Fire is definitely a gimmick blaster, like 2 magazines shooting, and then if you remove one mag it doesn't work, so it's kind of like borderline why do you have this, but it looks cool and it's like a minigun type thing, the closest we had in that time, so yeah. The Spectre, I would put this as why do you have this? I know the suppressor looks really cool, but it's just not worth enough for the suppressor. I mean, the suppressor's off on Amazon or something for like, I don't know, like 100 rupees or something. Next up is the Split Strike, and that is absolutely why do you have this? The 4 shots, they're just like totally useless, right? So why do you have this? Same with the Stockade. I have a Stockade, and that was the semi-automatic blaster that got released in that year and it was really big. But now it's useless. I have a Strife, I modded it. The mod guide is there, so you should go check it out. There will be a link. The Strife is, I would put it as a really good blaster because it's a good pistol that you can rely on constantly. If the primary jams or something, no problem, use a Strife. The Strife is what I would put as a God Blaster in all terms. Even unmodded, it just slays. Right, so Strife, God Blaster, hands down. The Triad is a really good blaster because it has like a 3-dot built-in capacity, so prime, shoot, prime, shoot, prime, shoot. You can do that, and it's just more versatile than the Fire Strike and the Jolt. So it goes into really good. So guys, that was it. If you want more like this, I am planning on doing it for each and every series that Nerf has made. So leave a like, comment, subscribe, and this is Noah Nerf, and I'm signing out.